$25 a month. If there's anybody in here who would like to spend about 10 hours a day uploading videos for me for that $3 a day, I'd be glad to hire you.
And you know, this is the other thing, okay? Listen, we are not stupid. We know damn well why he went on this rampage last night. It was not any other reason than he did it for a specific person or persons. And what I'm excited to hear now is this, okay? Since he's going after your YouTube page, Scam, and he is trying to pocket watch people because, again, he lied. I make no money off this app. I'm hoping that, number one, I'm going to hear pretty soon that he's going to call out Truth for doxing all those minors and showing their full names. And number two, I hope he is aware of people that are in his lives that have YouTube accounts. And I hope he goes through their YouTube accounts to see if they're monetized. Because if it's a big deal with him, then again, let's not use selective outrage here. If you're mad that somebody is getting monetized on YouTube, I hope that he goes after other people are. Because if he doesn't, then that just shows that he did this on purpose to you and to me.
Yeah, I mean, he should look at the other vloggers and decide to hold an awareness live on any vloggers who are monetized and or have any children in any of their videos. I would actually love to see him do that if he's going to be fair. I mean, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with him doing that, but if he's going to be, if he's going to stand on his word, I mean, I don't have any problem with it, with what I do.
Everybody. Stand on it for everybody. Okay, let me play this.
Exactly.
All the time. And I'm not talking, I know the people that are awareness, I know the people that are not awareness, but when you have awareness creators that decide that they no longer want to be a part of awareness community, I see the true picture behind why.
And what is that?
Now,
what is that true picture, homie?
They should have known that they should have went to the video before it was posted over to YouTube and went through the video to see what was on there.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't take the time. But if you've been in the awareness community, you would have took your time to look at the video and say, oh, look, somebody's child's in the video. Let's redact it. We don't want to put somebody's child out there. Obviously, I guess they just didn't have time in their day to do that. And they posted the video, and it was posted December 23rd. That's what I'm saying, Jules. Let me continue playing it. And this, like I said, I contacted scamslam about this. And then scammyclause got involved in it. When I didn't even have a conversation with scammyclause because it was on scamslam's YouTube. So I had the conversation with scamslam. And at that, I only got to ask the question is, did she post somebody's child on her YouTube?
Agree. It wasn't even a conversation. It wasn't even a conversation.
They don't look to see if minors are shown on it. Now, let's even break it down more.
Two different people, perfectly not, but they're friends.
There are those on this app, and I'm thinking of somebody particularly in the awareness community.
She's about to talk about me. She could have said my name. But But listen to what Scammy Clause says, and this is why I'm talking about it.
Who doesn't like this, okay? Doesn't like having minors shown. Yet, this person has shown minors in videos on their platform.
So now Scammy Clause is saying that I'm showing people's children.
Scam?
So, if you play the rest, he goes on to admit that he did do that one time.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to play that part first, and then
Okay.
we're going to prove that that is not true.
Okay, let me play it.
He's actually admitting to a third time because I already know 2 other times.
That's what Scammy Clause is claiming now. She is saying that she's sitting there with her community telling people that I am showing people's children. That is wild behavior. The time that we showed what was going on with Quay Plus 8, where they were handing off a newborn baby in a vehicle while it was traveling down the road with no car seat. We were showing the dangerous activities that were happening with the newborn.
So you did show minors. Okay.
And we played a video. When Plus 8 was literally beating 2 of her little ones with a broom. Those are the videos, the only videos I've showed.
So you don't show minors, but now you just admitted you showed minors. Got it.
Now, what other... Yeah, she's talking about me. That's 100% she's talking about me. Scammy Clause is 100% talking about me. Because scamslam went to Scammy Clause about me calling her out on posting that video over on YouTube.
That would be wrong. Did he just say he just say I went to scamslam?
No, he keeps saying that I ran to you about it. No, you saw his live. You watched his live.
This is crazy. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. So, okay. So he never shows minors. Now he just admits he showed it 2 separate occasions.
No, it was once. Well, oh, was it? Yeah, twice he said with Quay Plus 8, I guess, right?
Right. Now, here's my thing. When you are on a live and you're hosting a live, homie, and you have 700 to 1,000 people, okay, how many people watched that video that you had on?
How many people watched Truth's video?
Yeah.
I don't know offhand.
Like, are we talking single digits, low teens?
Last, okay, because I did take a screenshot before I took it off of there. Okay, 123.
Okay, 123. Got it. Okay. Let's go on.
Stop it. So think about that. There's a creator calling out another creator on this app for having a video, a 6-hour video that somebody's son was in because the creator has allowed a minor to be in the lives.
Exactly.
And the creator saying it's wrong to do that, yet the same creator has shown minor kids
Interesting.
on the lives.
Interesting, Scammy Claus.
It is interesting, homie, isn't it? Very interesting. So pretty much, is he saying?
It's not.
Is he saying that it's okay to show scammers' kids, but it's not okay to show kids of people he's friends with?
No, in the original live, he was saying no kids. Like, he even said, even if they're not a minor, he said, I don't care what age they are, no kids. Okay, well, I'm somebody's kid. Does that mean you can't show me? Like, I don't understand. He's like, no,
Well,
kids.
listen, I'm looking forward to hear when he calls out Truth for showing the names, full first and last names of all the minors. And I want to hear when he says that it was wrong for her to put out my minor son's first name. Guys, listen, if I would prefer if you guys mute people and not block unless it gets
Right, I know. That's what I'm trying to get the point across to.
Wild.
It is.
Wild behavior.
It is.
I can dive more into that, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna let that sit.
So this video is a long one. It's an hour and 17 minutes. Now, another issue that she's taken up with me is because I don't get involved. And I'm trying to figure out, she's making it seem that I'm showing a lot of people's minor children.
Nope. I didn't say that.
You know, those insinuations are wild. That's crazy. Meanwhile, I received a screenshot of more than 15 videos that are posted on YouTube that have children on them. Can we
But of
take
course,
a
they're
wild
only
guess whose YouTube that is? Because I don't have nothing posted on my YouTube.
okay. Can you hold on there?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that there's actually way more than 15 because again, I post scammers that show their children all the time, and in fact, they try to use them in their scams. I mean, literally every time Ricky Sins goes live, they're showing their child. So, he still didn't do very good research because he only found 15 videos. There's probably more than 50. But it's weird that he's only looking at my account, YouTube account, and nobody else's because there's plenty. Like I said, most other vloggers do not edit children out. They post the streams the way they are. So I'm not sure why my account is.
We know
targeted.
why. We know why.
Well, yeah,
There's
I'm being.
No, but this
I'm
is the
being
thing.
facetious.
So if he's saying no kids at all, okay, and he's talking about, oh well, there's at least 15. So is it okay, homie, if you've done it only a couple times? But if somebody has videos, on YouTube and they've done it more times than you have, then it's wrong? I mean, that's the thing that I'm just so confused about. Like, where does he get off saying that it's wrong when he's done the same thing? And again, I don't care if it was once or if it was 10 times. The fact that he just backed himself in the corner by saying, I don't show kids. And then he says, well, no, that's not true. I showed Zim's kids when they were getting in a car and when she was beating him with a broom. Okay, well, guess what, Mr. Homie? You do show kids. And it's a hell of a lot more views when you're on live and you have that many people in there than when there is a single video out on YouTube. And I guarantee you, the people that watched Truths Live were people that had been blocked and not randos that go onto YouTube and go to somebody's page and decide to start watching videos of people they don't know. So that to me is a pile of crap. Right. And I am so sick of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the same thing happened with Florida Man. I want you to do X, Y, and Z, or I'm going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Florida Man sent me a list of things that I was supposed to do.
Me too.
On a live, or things weren't going to be good between him and I, which was a joke because they were never good. And here is Homie doing pretty much the same thing, but threatening people.
And I don't take orders from anybody, especially men.
And you know what, Mr. Homie? That's wild, wild behavior. Wild.
Yeah, he ain't my boss.
So,
Yeah, another thing he said was, I don't have anything on my YouTube. Well, that's a real flex as an awareness creator to not have anything on your YouTube when I have thousands of videos spreading awareness of beggars, scammers, predators, and other problematic people.
And this is the other thing. It's like, how many of us rely on vloggers to be able to go back and look at videos? All of us. Almost all of us use vloggers' pages on YouTube to be able to play videos. Everybody does.
More than 15 videos with people's children on them. No, not you, Jasu, but we know you don't post children. Scamslam. Scamslam has more than 15 videos with people's children on them. And where do you think this live stream is posted at?
Oh, so he's visiting my YouTube. Thank you, homie.
This live stream,
shout out,
that I was just playing,
I probably made 1
is
cent
posted
from
on
you watching it.
Scamslam's YouTube.
And is that a problem, Mr. Homie? Is it a problem that my video is posted on Scamslams? Is that a problem? My videos are posted on a couple people's YouTubes. What is the problem with that? Your video's posted on a couple different people's pages. Is that a problem? I don't even know what he was trying to insinuate there. I mean, come on.
That is crazy behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So because I highlighted somebody doing some dangerous things while driving, and there's a newborn being passed around in a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. That's a minor. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They didn't want me to show that. I guess I'm a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen. If other people are bad for doing it, then yes, you are a bad guy, Mr. Homie. You are. It's still a minor. It doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter if people are sitting around playing a card game and you show their kids, right? I mean, in your theory. And again, the person you are supporting here with the allegations that were brought to you is almost going to be 18 and has his own TikTok page. So, Truth was not interested in protecting her son because he's on TikTok already. But on the other hand, Truth, with you putting my son's name out, who is not on TikTok, that's wild, wild behavior, to use his line. Wild.
Isn't it interesting that he played that clip about you discussing the doxing of your son's name and the names of those other potential minors, but he didn't even address that at
No,
all?
I'm waiting for him, though. I'm sure he is, because listen.
No.
No.
Okay.
Listen, homie is a fair guy. I am sure somewhere on here, he will call her out. So let's wait for it.
That makes me a bad guy for showing people what some of these beggars and scammers do while driving down the road, passing around a newborn child with no car seat. So I'm the bad guy, I guess. Well, that's fine, Scammy Claus. You're entitled to your opinion. Now, the other reason she's mad is because I'm not fighting a battle. I'm not fighting one of her battles.
What?
Why is he saying it that you're mad?
Because she's going back and forth with somebody on TikTok, and it's a continuous thing. So she's mad because I don't get involved in that as well.
Now, hold on a minute. What battle am I mad that he's not getting involved in? Because you know what, Mr. Homie? I don't need anybody to fight my battles. So if you're that stuck on yourself that you think I need somebody to fight my battles and to get involved, that's crazy work, as you would say. Why would I need you?
Because he's a man. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Like, seriously, you really think that highly of yourself, Mr. Homie, that I need you to do anything for me?
Then on top of that, she put a bounty on on that individual's head. She put a bounty out on somebody on TikTok.
A bounty?
Put up a GoFundMe to collect the money for the bounty. That way she could have an individual on TikTok picked up by the authorities.
Did he even read the GoFundMe as part of his do your research stuff?
No, I'm sure he didn't.
So I'm the bad guy for highlighting something on two videos that I showed of some dangerous activities, but she's over there putting bounties on people's heads.
I'm going to say this, and this is the God's honest truth. Do you remember when he was telling about how he broke out of what was it? When he was on, he got out of prison and he was in was it like a halfway house or something? And he walked away from it and he broke the law by doing that. Does anybody remember that story? Something like that. Like he went on the lam. So it was something like that. You never heard that before? It was something like that. Like he was supposed to be in some type of a place where he was supposed to after prison, and he left. He didn't want to stay. and then he was picked up again. I remember some story like that. But so let me get this straight though. So I think he also thinks that it's hurt your feelings too. I was never a mod for him. I was never a mod for homie.
Me either.
I was never a mod for him. But this is the thing that's funny. So are you supporting a guy that has a felony warrant out? I mean, to me, that's what it sounds like. No, he said he unmodded scam.
I was never a mod. No, he blocked me. He didn't unmod me. I was never a mod.
So, Mr. Homie, to clarify, you say bounty, that's fine. I say a tip money that, police departments, families, whoever, people that have been wronged, put up for information to find somebody. Now, if you want to sit there and you want to say that people shouldn't get involved in that, and I put a bounty out, that's fine. Okay, but let's talk about this, Mr. Homie. All that money from the GoFundMe was refunded because with the whole Guardians of Valor thing and all the freaking lies people were saying that Guardians of Valor got the money, and then no, I was pocketing the money, I was making money off of it, I was not going to give it to anybody, blah 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 blah. I refunded all of it, and yet I'm still offering up that money.
Somehow I think he missed the memo on that one too.
Yep. And let's not even talk about GoFundMe's, okay? Let's not talk about GoFundMe's regarding Florida Man, or shall I? Yeah, I think I'm going to. Did he talk about Florida Man's GoFundMe? The GoFundMe that he made for Jen? A known scammer? Where the only reason why he did it was because he wanted to piss off awareness people. Well, at that point, I was not doing awareness anymore, but that's the reason why he did it. And we still don't know where the money went. So I'm hoping that, Mr. Homie does an awareness live on, since he's against GoFundMe's and all that. I'm hoping he does an awareness live on that GoFundMe.
Me too.
Because nobody knows where the money went, and it's still up there. And the only reason why he did that was he did it out of spite, and he'd had the opportunity to put my information out there, Jen's siblings' information out there, and put a bunch of lies out there. But I'm sure you didn't look into that, Mr. Homie, right? Jesus.
No, it's so they could put a reward out to
Reward
have
now.
somebody picked up.
Oh, so it's a reward now?
Yeah.
Not a bounty. Okay. Good to know.
I don't even know why scammyclause got involved with this whole situation. I don't get it. It had nothing to do with her. It had to do with whose YouTube it was posted on.
Let me go to a text message here.
You've been involved from the beginning of all of this. You were
No. Hold on a minute. Okay, so he says that I was involved in this. Okay, so let me read some text messages. I have to scroll here. So This is between Emily and me. Now that I came across one of my lives on your friend's page, I'll ask nicely that you ask her to remove it. So you want to ask me why I got involved in it? Let me go on. Most of my content has my child in it. And if that one in fact does, I'll go for her jugular. I think she meant jugular, but I've asked really nicely to be left alone. You don't want to be in the middle, yet you're partially responsible for telling her to post my shit. Ask her to remove it before I clap back. Thank you. So this is me getting involved, okay, guys? Ready? Not responsible, not my page. Reach out to her yourself. I tried being the middleman once before. That's me getting involved. Truth says, again, she has me blocked, and I'll remember that next time I need to clear up shit for you. And what was the shit she had to clear up? I'll tell you exactly the shit she cleared up for me. Is when she put out there that I owed her $30 for the freshies she sent me as a gift. But when everything went bad with us, all of a sudden I owed her $30. And people ran with that and said that I defrauded a small business. So how did I get in the middle of it? I wasn't trying to get in the middle of it. The only time I tried getting in the middle of anything was probably a month prior to this, when Truth was mad at Scam and I was trying to get them to talk so they could iron things out, because both of them are friends of mine and I didn't like to see anybody hurt. And how did that work out? Again, it's interesting. Since Scam didn't reach out to her in the amount of time she thought it should have been done, she went live and started talking shit about Scam. Sounds familiar, huh? You weren't on the time frame, kind of like Homie, too.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I want to tell you, I reached out to Mr. Homie early this morning, like 12:20 my time. And I had to go on my scammyclause 5 account to be able to send him a message.
I think it was before 12:20 though. I think you might have had the time wrong.
Well,
'Cause it's
no,
12.
I see the picture here. It was 12:22 a.m.
Oh, AM. Oh,
Yes.
shoot. Okay.
Okay. I wrote, well, Mr. Homie, there was a lot of information you put out that was inaccurate and downright false. I'm very disappointed you didn't reach out to me first. I'll be showing receipts because I think someone has been giving you false information. And as of, I don't know, 3 hours ago, he never commented back. So, but I'm not mad about that. That's fine. Let's go on.
And she decided to get in the middle.
As you can tell by my messages, no, I didn't.
You know, I don't get it. I don't understand it. But she threw herself in the middle of this because scamslam and scammyclause are friends.
Now, here's a quick question. As I read from my message I sent her that I wasn't getting involved. Why are you getting involved in this, homie? Why are you getting involved?
It doesn't really seem like it's because he's trying to protect children.
No. Why is he, if he is angry about me getting involved, which based on my text I just read, I was not getting involved. Why is he getting involved in this? Because it has nothing to do with him. Why is he getting it? He's not even a part of any of this.
ScamSlam is monetized on YouTube. And everything on her YouTube is features beggars and scammers.
And
Not everything.
So essentially, ScamSlam is making money by putting videos up of scammers and beggars.
exactly. And again,
It's not all
so
scammers and beggars.
is he
either.
pocket watching? Is he freaking? Is he? I hope now. Okay, and I expect him to do this because he's a man of his word. He's a stand-up guy. I hope that everybody that supports him, he will see if they have YouTube accounts. And I hope he goes through them and he looks at their YT pages to see if they're monetized. I hope he does that, because if he is clearly upset about this and this makes him angry, I mean, because I know there's people that go into his lives that have YouTube accounts. I don't know if they're monetized or not. The difference is this: I don't care, because the amount of time these people have to put in to upload these videos to YT, the amount of time and money that they have to pay per month to pay for these apps that will record the lives, and then they've got to transfer over. I don't care. They should be getting money from doing all this, because again, we all use these services. If somebody wants a video on I don't know, on Jordan Paul, they're going to go to a vlogger on YouTube that has a video of Jordan Paul from a month ago when she lied about something, and you want to replay it to catch her in a lie.
None of our platforms, none of the Mexican homies platforms are monetized.
Used to be, just saying, because I used to
I
gift
don't have
them.
no videos up on my YouTube. None of the platforms that we have on TikTok are monetized.
Congratulations.
But then again, they monetize off of beggars and scammers.
Okay. They monetize off of beggars and scammers. Okay. So again, Mr. Homie, wrong information. And again, if you did your research, you would realize that I don't make a dime off of this app. All of my money is donated to charitable causes, plus I add money in there. And oh, by the way, when I go around and I gift people, those are coins that I purchase myself. I don't take gifts and recycle them to give to other people. Every dime that I make on TikTok is donated. And then on top of it, with coins alone, I would say I spend about $45 a month buying coins, so I can go into people's lives and gift them. And again, on top of that, when I donate money, if I collect $280 to donate, I'll throw the 20 in there to round it up to 300. And then I have to report all my earnings every year. And I have to report all the money I make on TikTok as income. And then I pay taxes on that too. So tell me again, Mr. Homie, where I am financially gaining from this.
That's crazy. And that's why I said, when I see people from the awareness community come out and tell people, you know what, I am no longer awareness, it's because there's dollar signs behind it.
Wow, what an allegation.
There will always be that reason.
Wow.
Like I said, I know the people that are not awareness.
I'll tell you, homie, you better go on a live next time and you better detract that statement. Because that is a flat out lie.
That started out not even being awareness, and they still continue not to be awareness. And I highly respect those people for it. And they've always said it from day one that they're not. But ScamSlam and scammyclause were awareness at some point. And then all of a sudden, dollar signs started coming into play.
What?
And then they no longer want to be a part of the awareness community.
I'm still in awareness. I've never left. I've been doing the same thing.
Wow.
Every day, hours and hours and hours every day. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
And again, he's still trying to tell people how to run their platforms.
Wow.
And I'm not changing how I run my platform or anything that I do, because I don't live to satisfy his demands or anybody's demands.
But you know what else is weird? I mean, again, you know, I'm guessing again, it's one of two people who gave him information to go live about this. And both of those people who it could be, guess what? They collect gifts on their pages. But he's going to call out somebody that donates all. Wow. Somebody, I'm telling you again, somebody did not do their homework. And you know what? I heard bits and pieces of this live last night. As I said, the Discord was blowing up. People saying he's lying, he's lying, he's lying. Yeah, I know. I heard Florida Man said, so has Mexican homie gone live yet on scammyclause? How did he know that?
Yeah, I think he mentioned my name too on both
How
of
did
us.
Florida Man know that homie was about to go live on me?
Yeah.
Have to get in the middle though. That was your and Scamslam's conversation. Scamslam's adult.
We didn't even have a conversation.
Again,
he asked one question.
Mrs. Homie, you're wrong because I didn't want to get involved in it. And I clearly said, it's not my platform, reach out to her.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. We didn't even have a conversation. He asked me one question, and then he decided that my response wasn't good enough for him, and he blocked me. And that was it. That's not a conversation to me.
And I don't even know why ScamSlam took it to scammyclause to begin with. It was between me.
And ScamSlam never brought it to mind. It was never discussed. All I heard was homie wants me to take a video down, and if I don't, he's going to start a file on me. That was the extent of the conversation. So it was wrong for her to do what? It was wrong for her to do that.
It was between me and ScamSlam, not between me, ScamSlam, and scammyclause.
So wait, how did there become an issue
And I know
between me and him now?
Because
I
he
didn't have it.
didn't
I didn't
do
have an issue with him at all. He has
well
an issue with me.
because he, to me, it sounds like he didn't like the fact that you didn't reply to him fast enough. And because of that, he's not happy with your response.
He has never been awareness. I know that Pink has never been awareness because they've always said it from day one. So I know who was awareness and who wasn't. So I'm going to put that out there because I have a lot of respect for
Apparently
Feisty.
not, because
I have
I'm
a lot of
still
respect for
awareness and
Pink.
he thinks I'm
There's a lot
not.
of people, Just Suba, I have a lot of respect for Just Suba, Nookie. There's a lot of people I have respect for. Feisty said we're just mouthy.
You know how we knew it was coming? Because one of her friends sent a screenshot of her talking shit about me.
And I don't even know why who was the one talking shit about you, Miss Homie?
Scammyclause, her and fucking Kool-Aid.
Okay, so Mrs. Homie just said she has screenshots of Kool-Aid and I talking shit on her. I went back through all my DMs. Oh, here she is. Hey, Kool-Aid.
Hey, Scammy.
Hey, you know what? You and I last night went through all of Mrs. Homie.
Never. I went into Smash's live last night, and Mrs. Homie was in there. And I told Smash that if they find a receipt if they find a screenshot with me and you talking shit on the homies, it's fake. It's
Yep.
fake. Because
And
in all those
that, you know,
messages between me and you, we never once mentioned them. Not one time.
nope, not at all. So, you know, for Mrs. Homie blaring in the background, I got a show the screenshot. Show the
Yeah,
screenshot. But I'll tell you what.
because there isn't.
No, go on.
Because there isn't one to show. There's no screenshot to show. And if Truth hadn't deleted the messages she sent to me, I would have screenshots of her talking shit about Mrs. Homie.
And
But
guess
she
what?
deleted them.
I have those screenshots. I have
Of her.
screenshots of her talking trash about Mrs. Homie.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh.
And I will
Yeah.
show those.
Good. I'm going to jump down. If you need me, call me up.
Thanks a lot, Kool-Aid.
Bye.
So yeah, I've got them and I'll show them at the end of this.
I still have those video clips too, by the way. I just want to remind you so you don't forget.
Yep, no, we'll show them. And you know, the other thing I want to say is this. I don't like bringing this shit up, okay? But when somebody is going to have a live and they're going to spout out a bunch of bullshit about me, I am going to defend myself. Now, again, this information could have only come from one or two people. It could have come from Truth or it could have come from Florida Man. Period. Those are the only two people. The only way Mrs. Homie could have gotten a screenshot of messages between Kool-Aid and I, or if I gave them to Mrs. Homie, or if Kool-Aid gave them to Mrs. Homie. And you know what? If this hadn't been on such a large scale, with Homie doing this last night with like 1,000 people on there, they should have reached out to me first, and they didn't. Oh, I'm sure Snark is streaming me. That's fine. I don't care. Good. More people can listen to this.
Yeah, and I mean, I was brought up in 2 lives in a row now, and the only thing I was sent was that one question, which I answered, and the answer wasn't acceptable to his standards, so I was blocked.
Yep. And I was
With no
blocked
further
too.
discussion.
I was blocked also. And I was never given a heads up. I'm going to be talking about you tonight. I mean, he'll reach out to people he's going to cover, scammers and beggars, and let them know that he's doing a live on them. But he never reached out to any of us. So let's go back and continue this.
See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know that scammyclause was talking shit about Mrs. Homie. I had no clue. I'm just finding out right now. So I didn't even know that that was happening. And I don't even know why they would have an issue with Mrs. Homie in the first place. Mrs. Homie's just spicy.
I talk when you're on live. I have no respect for you.
Oh, I guess because they say Mrs. Homie's obnoxious because well, what she says in the background and that supposedly Mrs. Homie has no respect for me. Okay, well, that's new to me. I always said Mrs. Homie's spicy. Mrs. Homie's a spicy individual. I'm calm and collective. She's just spicy. And since the first time Mrs. Homie spoke in the background, she came out spicy. And Mrs. Homie's not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything for anybody. She's not going to portray herself to be somebody that she's not. So, Mrs. Homie is Mrs. Homie. I'm calm and collective, and Mrs. Homie's the spicy one. So, I don't know why there was an issue about that.
That was between you and Scam. We've never had an issue with Scammy, and then all of a sudden now there is.
Fred Flintstone, I don't go against other awareness creators unless I see something is going on.
Oh, really? Well, what's going on exactly?
Yeah, exactly. What is going on? Very strange. Very strange.
And a lot of everybody knows it. I've had scammyclause in the boxes. I've had scamslam plenty of times. Plenty of times, people have seen scammyclause and scamslam in our boxes. Didn't have an issue with them.
Yeah, so what changed?
All I did was message scamslam, asked if she had a video posted on her YouTube with somebody's child in it.
I'd like to know what's changed because I've been doing these
And the response
things.
that I got,
I've been doing things the same way the whole entire time. But now all of a sudden it's an issue.
He was disappointed in your response.
And the video was taken. It wasn't even taken down. The video was made private.
That's because she told me. Truth had said,
the video was just made private. It wasn't even deleted.
Truth said during her live that that she didn't even care if I would just put it on private and repost it. So
I don't tell people who to watch. I don't tell people where to go. But if I see some things that are going on,
Scam, are you talking to me, Broken?
someone told me to check my messages. It's just about Snark streaming. We were aware. Thank you. Everybody say hi to Snarky.
Debbie, did you mean to request? Okay. Isn't Truth a mod for Homie? I don't know. And I know that I believe she was unmodded a while back. I don't know if she's back to being a mod, not sure.
That I don't align with, I'm going to block people. I'm not saying regarding you, Grammy D. I'm just saying if there's things that I see that people are doing.
People? No, it was just focused on me and Scammy, but what about all the other people?
Is wrong with that, with the way they're conducting themselves. See, I didn't block scamslam until last night when she responded the way that she did.
I was so nice.
And see, scamslam was on our live stream yesterday morning when we had it. I understand Fred Flintstone. There was a lot of people that I have respect for, and then all of a sudden, I start seeing some things that I don't like.
And you know what, Mr. Homie? I agree with you on that. I used to have respect for some people on here too. And I saw things that I didn't like.
Same. Very disappointing.
Does it mean that I'm just not going to tell people where to sit, where to go? But it doesn't mean I have to be over there supporting, some craziness. What's the beef with Scammy? She in the middle of this thing between me and ScamSlam.
I'm still trying to figure out how I got in the middle of it.
I'm trying to figure out how he got in the middle of it, but anyway.
Wait a minute. I know. I know, Scam. Remember when I said I was going to reach out to somebody?
Mm-mm.
I was going to message somebody about what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then that person said that they don't want to get in the middle of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like they got in the middle of something, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't have an issue with scammyclause.
You didn't even speak on it. She spoke on you.
I didn't even speak on scammyclause. ScamSlam went to scammyclause.
How did you know this?
And then scammyclause inserted herself into this.
And you were already inserted by Truth,
So
Scammy.
I didn't.
It's so crazy.
This did not involve scammyclause. It was between me and ScamSlam. And ScamSlam's response to me when I asked about the video on her YouTube was that if somebody wants the video taken down, they have to email her.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a business. I'm sorry.
It's not a bit. What does he keep
What is
saying?
it? What does an email have to do with being a business? Everybody with an email address, you are now a business owner. I was very
respectful, and I could show the message. I could show the message where I wasn't disrespectful.
Neither was she.
I just asked the question.
Yeah.
Yep. Neither was she.
I don't get it. It did not involve scammyclause. But she She held that live stream today, and it was about me.
No.
When it had nothing to do with her.
No, the live stream was not about you, homie. Okay. There was a lot of things discussed on that live stream. So let's deflate the ego a little. The live was not about you. There was a portion about you, yes. No, there is no reason for him to be involved in any of this. None at all.
The issue, like I said, was that I did not fight a battle for her that she was involved in, because I didn't insert myself into it. If she has a problem with somebody, that's between her and that individual, and she needs to handle it.
I could say the same thing, Mr. Homie. If a person has a problem with me, then they should go to me and handle it, right?
It had nothing to do with me. So that was another issue that was spoken on today by scammyclause, is that because I didn't fight a battle that was her battle, that all of a sudden I'm a bad guy there as well.
What?
Because I don't insert myself. I didn't insert myself.
I'm not even sure what he's referring to. Does somebody remember yesterday in my live when I said that he wasn't taking up a battle? I'm so confused. I would have to go back through my live, but I don't remember saying anything about that.
It's bizarre.
I mean, I honestly don't remember. You know what, Kite Girl? I don't even know what he's referring to. I don't. But there is a text message that when I'm done playing here, I want to take a look at. And I'll get to that in a minute. Hold on.
I'm not going to fight her battles. And it's been going on a long time. You know, and it's continuous. It's a continuous thing. I'm not going to fight her battle. That's between her and the individual that she's going at it with.
And it seems to be the same person. If he's referring to Florida Man, it's the same person that knew ahead of time that homie was going to be going live about me. Isn't that weird?
You know, I don't do that.
You're doing it right now.
So that was another issue. It's an hour and 17-minute long live stream.
The whole thing wasn't about him. It was a very brief part.
Exactly.
Yeah, people have told me that scammyclause is monetized in, so is scamslam.
I'm monetized. How am I monetized?
Probably just because you have gifts on. So what?
And again, they all get donated to charitable or whatever.
I get it, Grammy D. I don't know why scammyclause inserted herself. I understand where you're coming from, Grammy D. I know that you watch scammyclause. I've given advice to scammyclause. I've given advice to scamslam.
What?
Previously.
Has he ever given you advice?
He gave me advice one time when I was exposing my first scammer, which was Lil Lord 5. I did have a call with homie, and he gave me some advice as to a few videos to post and kind of how to approach it. And he advised me to make some backup accounts in case, I got reported or something like that. So it was pretty much just that one time.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. If he ever gave me advice, it obviously was not memorable because I don't remember it.
No,
I
I've
mean,
given him credit for that in the past. I've given him credit saying that I've thanked him like publicly for giving me advice when I was first starting off my platform and how I did appreciate that. So I don't know where things went awry because I took his advice and I've been running my platform the way that I want it and that I want to run it and using some of his advice as well. I have never changed how I've been doing things at all, but for some reason all of a sudden now it's an issue after what, 2 years? Odd. Very odd.
And when I said yesterday kids are off limits, I meant it. I meant every word that I was talking about. Why are you going to be posting any children on YouTube?
but remember, he admitted he showed minor kids on his lives, but whatever.
Yeah, the end goal is always the same, Miss Michelle. Call out the beggars, scammers, the people committing fraud, and that's about it. I'm not. I'm not gonna go back and forth with scammyclause or scamslam. This is the last time I'm addressing both of them. I don't post nothing on my YouTube.
Awesome.
I don't post nothing on my YouTube.
That's awesome for an awareness creator.
I just don't do it.
But again, I don't tell him how to run his platform. So.
Feisty. I heard about that. I seen your video. I'm gonna message you. Grammy D, we took the holidays off. Everybody knew that we were gone before Thanksgiving. To me, the reason I took time off, and I'm gonna put it out there, because the holidays are the time that you spend with your family. It's my favorite time of year. That's the reason I took the time off that I did, because I didn't want to be spending my time on TikTok. I wanted to spend it, enjoying the holiday season. Christmas, Thanksgiving, especially Christmas, my favorite time of year. So instead of me live streaming, I chose to take some time off and just enjoy the season, because we were able to go watch the drone show. We were able to go drive. And we've said it. Mrs. Homie's saying that right now. I've said it how many times? There is life off of TikTok. There is life off of TikTok. And the reason is because if you overconsume yourself with everything that's happening on social media, it's gonna take a toll on your mental health. It takes a toll on you. When you overconsume, it affects people's mental health. So sometimes you have to take some breaks, go outside on TikTok.
I'm fast
Can I
forwarding.
say something? When men lie on me and give me demands for my platform, I think that affects my mental health.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
I don't like that at all.
No, I agree.
Our time off.
So.
But I didn't expect to come back and then have to deal with this craziness. Yeah, you could go camping. You could.
To come back and deal with this craziness, you decided to put yourself into this craziness. That was your choice.
There's a lot that people do. So I'm not going to address this scamslam thing no more, because I'm not going to be doing no drama. You go to the city to people watch?
Now it's drama.
Hold on, I want to read. Scammy, Mrs. Homie also was shown that you said some bad things about her from what she said. Yeah, no, I went over that already. Yeah, she said that Kool-Aid and I, she got screenshots of Kool-Aid and I talking crap about her, which never happened. I went through all the DMs that Kool-Aid and I have messaged, and that was 3 accounts that Kool-Aid has that we messaged on, and not once did we ever bring up Mrs. Homie. I couldn't find anything because I was thrown aback by that. Because I don't ever remember Kool-Aid and I talking about her.
I've never said anything but nice and respectful things about them both until, he lied about this situation here.
Yep.
I'm not a people watcher. Pop into live stream.
Is there anything else here that I should listen to or not?
I don't get it, but I don't expect whatever. I mean, that's going to be that. Now, I don't have a planned live stream because
I think
the workload that I have.
I think he's done here. So a couple things. Scam, you want me to big box you to show those clips?
I thought I was just going to do the audio.
Oh yeah, okay. So this is, give some background for this before you play it.
So I obtained after the live he held, I stayed up pretty much all night doing my research, as they say. And if you recall, and if you were here earlier, and if not, I'll recap it. Homie was live on this live earlier. He said that he only ever showed minors on his live streams twice. And they were both instances where a child's safety was at risk regarding Quay +8. Now, I didn't even know about those 2 instances. So that was very interesting to find out that he had done that twice, because upon doing my research, I found at least 2 other instances. So now that makes 4 instances of him showing minors on his live stream. There may be more than that. So this first one I found, and I'm not going to say who posted it on YouTube, because there's no hate or issues with anybody who has posted these videos on YouTube. In fact, I support what you do. You're doing what I do. You're posting restreams in their raw form with no edits. You're reposting stuff from TikTok, period, with no edits. So I support that. That's what I do as well. So this first clip, and I'll just play the audio because I'm not going to show the minors, but I'll describe what is going on here. This was a live a few months ago, and it was regarding Ash Trevino. And on the left-hand side, Mexican Homie has half the box, and there's someone else in the other half. And he is showing a picture on his screen of Ash Trevino in a photograph with about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10 high school students. So let me just play you the audio, because he even says in the audio that he is showing Ash Trevino in a photo with what appear to be high school students.
This is level scary.
Hold on, let me turn it up.
And I can't believe that anybody clinical as well like me can't just say, hey, y'all, this is scary. The people she's hanging with, the people she's going after, the activities she's involved in, and watching her live and just profiling her, I'm like, holy crap. This isn't a joke anymore. There's something really wrong with this lady.
I agree with you, Nuno Banana. Thank you for coming in a box. Really appreciate it. Tonight is going to go down, and I'm going to drop as much as possible.
I think we'll be here. Thanks, everybody, for the gifts, too, by the way. I wasn't expecting that. Much love.
Thank you, Nuno Banana. Somebody keeps asking, why don't you speak about Mechon? Mechon has been being spoken about already for...
And now he's the only one in the box, and the picture is large on the screen.
I've seen it on several live streams.
And again, it's a photo of Ash Trevino.
But when you see this right here, and I'm being serious, it looks like she is chaperoning a high school field trip.
Hmm.
I'm gonna call it for what it is. Like, she's the chaperone. She's the one. Yeah, it's just Uber 18 chaperoning the kids.
Kids.
I'm gonna call it for what it is.
Hmm.
Why is it that she's willing to spend a lot of time? Yeah, they call it grooming. She's willing to spend a lot of time with teenagers, but doesn't want to spend time with her own daughters.
He did show this. It's on the
Yeah,
screen.
her subs and gifters are at fault for enabling her. I agree. I agree. And yes, I get it. It's about, a lot of people say they're using her for clout. Okay, I get it. But the problem is if she's willing to spend time with all these youngsters, but doesn't want to spend time with her own daughters, that is crazy.
Youngsters.
That's crazy work right there.
He called them youngsters.
That's why I said she's like a chaperoning high school kids. I don't sugarcoat nothing over here. Yeah, a 36-year-old hanging out with teens. Yeah, so a lot of people said it reminds them of the movie Ma. That's not even cool. Yeah, oil trash. Yeah, D. Kane is the one that has a pew-pew charge, and then his girlfriend also caught a charge.
Okay, so he showed that one. What's the next one?
So, and again, just recapping, it's a picture of Ash Trevino posing for a photo with probably about 10 teenagers. The next one, the context is he was discussing Gabby. Hold on.
The floor is yours, Miss Melissa Sue.
And he had Melissa Sue in the box. Again, no hate to Melissa Sue whatsoever. I follow her. Again, I'm not saying I have an issue with any of this, but he's the one that has an issue with it. Okay.
Right.
I'm not saying I have an issue with showing these things if it's relevant to, covering the scammers and beggars, and it's not about the kids, right? It's about the scammers and beggars and the problematic people, and all of that. My issue is that he has a problem with it, but yet does it. So this was alive a couple of months ago regarding Gabby. Melissa Sue is in the box, and he allows her to show her screen, and she shows videos with Gabby and her son.
Okay, so this happened today when she was grooming Karen's dog. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I guess she was very, very rough with this dog. But then this happened. So if you guys listen here.
Well, okay, I think that's the wrong clip because she's showing about the dog, but I think that this her son is in the background on that one. Let me see. There might be another video. There's another one where she actually shows a video of
Scam.
that's of concern. Yes.
Scam. Let me piggyback off that, okay?
Okay.
When Homie was having that live about Gabby, Truth and I were texting, and we were listening to that live, and we were amazed because there was so much information that we knew about Gabby because, I've known of Gabby since I started on here 2 years ago. And there was a lot of information that he was making comments, and he obviously didn't know, what some of the situations were with Gabby. Okay. So this is a conversation, and I'm going to show it. Okay, so that is with Truth, and I'm going to read it. And the message says, let me put my picture back up here. Hold on. The message says, this is from Truth. She's a shitty person. And this is talking about Gabby. But he has nothing but misinformation And why are people being allowed in the box to state someone's full name? That's uncalled for. And I said, this is what happens when someone does awareness and has no fucking clue about the person. And then Truth says, she also has mental health issues, and I heard the loudmouth in the background. He has no clue what she's about. I'm over here yelling. I'm on the outside. I dare not go in there. I honestly don't want to be involved where Mrs. Homie is. And I said, and I firmly believe this, Mrs. Homie is annoying as hell. I stand by that comment. I stand by it. And then after I said Mrs. Homie is annoying as hell, Truth says, yup.
Wow.
I have never been a fan of Mrs. Homie. I was a fan of Mr. Homie, but I didn't like how Mr. Homie would be live and he would be discussing something, and all of a sudden she would just yell and interrupt something. It drove me crazy. And I stand by that. Mrs. Homie and I have never been friends, okay? If you remember back months ago, Homie was live and I was trying to get in a box to give some information on something. And I'm not sure what the deal was, but Mrs. Homie said, don't let her in a box. So yeah, I 100% stand by that comment because I've never been friends with her. But again, the two people that have probably given this information to say that Kool-Aid and I were talking shit about her. I'd like to see the screenshot.
I found the correct section of the live.
Okay.
And again, I'm playing this directly from YouTube now. So again, he has an issue with children being posted on YouTube, but yet he showed them in the Ash Trevino clip that I just played, and that is now posted on YouTube by multiple creators. And now
hold on, Scam. Exactly. I have never talked crap about either of them on here. Never. Because
I have not either.
I listen, there's a lot of people that we all aren't buddy with on this app. But it doesn't mean that because Mrs. Homie and I were not friends, it doesn't mean that I didn't like to watch Mr. Homie's lives occasionally.
Okay. So yeah, and so again, then this clip, when he was covering Danny, this was on his live stream, but it is posted on YouTube by multiple creators. Again, showing children. So he showed them himself, and then these other creators on YouTube posted them as well. So they posted the children too because they were in his original live stream. That's kind of how it works. It's not unusual. That's what happens. So I will just play the audio. And again, it's Melissa Sue in the box, which I have no issues with. I like Melissa Sue. So.
No problem. I'll go ahead and let you use. The floor is yours, Miss Melissa Sue.
Okay, so this happened today when she was grooming Karen's dog. I didn't watch.
Oh, it's still the thing about the dog.
She was very rough with this dog, but then this happened. So if you guys listen,
hold on, let me find it.
You're killing me, Scam.
All right.
You're killing me, Smalls. So what is the video? I mean, just tell us what the video is.
she shows a video, and it was something from one of Gabby's lives where her son was in frame, and it was something of concern, like he was running around and she was like ignoring him or yelling at him. There was something concerning going on. I don't even remember the context. I don't watch Gabby. There might be some people in here who watched that live and remember exactly the context, but she showed a video clip.
Was it when he was running around with a knife?
I don't know, but it was a video clip of Gabby and her son was clearly visible. So it was shown on his platform by somebody in the box, and he wanted them to play it. And afterwards they had a whole entire discussion. When he says leave kids out of it and all that, they had a whole entire long discussion about Gabby's son and about his conditions and his diagnoses and all of that.
Okay. So there's that. Somebody just said they think it was the one where he was on top of the counter.
Oh, that could have been. Again, I don't watch Gabby, so I don't know for sure. And but yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I really dug around, I probably could find more clips, because it was really easy just to find these two. And then he told us about two more that I wasn't even aware of. So there's a total of 4 times. And now all of those clips are all over YouTube. Is he going to tell all those creators that have all of his live streams posted with children in them to delete those off of YouTube and give them a deadline and say that he's going to start a file on them if they don't remove his live streams from YouTube? That's what I want to know.
I need to take a screenshot of a text. Okay. So I'm going to, everybody stay here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Wasn't it the one she groomed Karen's dog? She took C into the bedroom. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and review the whole video. I just know. I mean, I watched it the other night. It's on YouTube. Again, I don't want to say whose channel or anything like that, because I have no issues with any of these people on YouTube who are reposting these live streams, who are reposting the restreams. We're all doing things pretty much the same way. If we're just strictly posting restreams, that's exactly what we're doing. We're not chopping up videos and making content out of pictures of children. Okay? It's not what it is. We're just straight reposting the live as is with no edits. If we cut and paste and chop everything apart, then guess what happens? The beggars and scammers and problematic people claim that we are not showing not showing the whole picture. They say, "Oh, you're just cutting this and cropping that, and you're not showing the whole thing. That's not what I said. That's not what I meant. That's out of context, blah blah blah." We show everything from beginning to end. Right, exactly. They would say, "Oh, you cut it apart." Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just took some screenshots. And I think I don't know if this is going to upload quickly on my iPad because it is very old. Funny, I have a screenshot that somebody sent me. This was from March 3rd. Okay. And somebody invited her, Mrs. Homey, to one of my lives because I just went live and said, discussing Sean Gummy Bear, and her answer was, "This is Mrs. Homey's. I don't go over there." This was like March 3rd of 2025. So you can see Mrs. Homey and I have never been buddy-buddy. I've been cordial to her when she has gone into other lives when I've been there. I have been cordial to her when I used to go to Homie's Lives. So, you know, there is a little bit of a background, you know, between her and I. And yeah, I absolutely told Truth that she's annoying. And you know what? The funny thing is, there's a lot of people who feel that way. It's not just me. Absolutely.
There's a lot of people who think I'm annoying.
Me too. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that message their friends behind the scenes and say, Jesus, that petty clause is just annoying as hell. Or God, she's
That
the
creepy
bitch.
walking, that creepy walking up and down the steps. It's
Yeah, I'll
annoying.
tell you, she waddles. She waddles.
Yeah.
Freaking waddles. But and her little dog too, exactly. Do you hear her goddamn stairs? Every time she walks up and down them, they creak. Jesus Christ, she should do something about those. I
So annoying.
you know what? I before I show, I'll say this. You know, I wish I could freaking pop open this text, but I can't.
Do you want me to play the clip about Papa?
Yes, do that. Do that.
Okay, so
I'm gonna mute.
okay, so in this video clip, well, which is just from October, might I add, not that long ago, apparently Papa was in the chat
Was
because
it Pops? Wasn't it Pops?
Oh yeah, Pops. I'm so sorry. Pops.
Now remember,
Pops.
this is Guardians of Valor. Now, if y'all don't remember correctly, I got absolutely raked over the coals because of Guardians of Valor. Raked. And at the time this all came out, Mr. Homie came on live and was shocked, just as I was, because he had been duped just like me. And I believe that was a time where he said that he was not going to be, he was taking time off of the app, you know, because of Christmas and all that, which listen, I completely respect that. So this was in October, and then all this info came out, what, I think November or something, with, I forgot when that live was, or when all the shit hit the fan about Gov. Mila, did you mean to come up here? Did you request? Or was that a mistake? Why didn't they go after Homie for that? I have no clue.
Again, I just want to add, I had nothing but respect for Homie and
Me
Mrs.
too.
Homie, and the only reason that I even that I did remove the video, because you know the original person who should have just asked me never asked me, he demanded it, which I didn't like, but I did still have a sliver of respect, I guess, still there, and I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna take it down. But again, I don't, you know, I didn't like the way that was done. I felt like it was giving orders. I felt like he was controlling.
Well,
And so
I mean,
I'm not here.
listen, if he
I'm
said
not here to talk shit about Mexican Homie, you know, because I did really respect him as an awareness creator and I enjoyed his platform. So it is not like I'm here trying to bash him or Mrs. Homie, really. Like, we're just pointing out the hypocrisy and we're pointing out the fact that he received wrong information and really just should have done his research.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So I just wanted to kind of reiterate that.
Yep. Okay, play that clip there, if you don't mind.
Okay, let me get it. Yep. So this is about Pops.
You know, if she wants to share whatever her side of the story or give explanations, to why she conducts herself on social media the way she does, go for it. Have at it. Because I will always allow somebody in a box, but you won't come over here and manipulate.
Oh, really?
Community.
He'll
you won't manipulate me.
Always allow somebody to box. Okay.
You know, I'll be respectful. We'll have a civilized conversation, but you won't manipulate anybody in this community.
Okay, now at this point, there's a pinned comment from Pops.
Now remember, Pops was Guardians of Valor.
It says, Guardians and I. Right. So this is a comment from Pops. It says, Guardians and I verified Harry Mignot's service, and it's a lie. Okay. Pops is saying that. So Pops is saying that they basically saying that Guardians and himself verified somebody's service, and it's a lie. And it's literally the same person. So Pops is having conversations with himself, or Gov's having conversations with himself, or James is having conversations with himself. I don't know.
Call him whatever you want. He's got so many names.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I got this clip off of YouTube.
Oh, did you, Pops? Thank you for letting me know, Pops. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. I'm going to have to message you, Pops. Because that was something that I was hearing, was that it could have been something about mention of military service. And Pops, is quick to get on it.
Oh, you mean Guardians of Valor?
They don't mess around. If somebody mentions that they've been in the military or there was any type of military service, and then our community, they go and they find out it's a complete lie. He stole someone else's records? Oh, great. Wow.
So Pops was in the comments saying that they stole someone's records. So again, because of that, we know now that was the same person as Gov.
Right.
And this Pops person is putting that in the comments. How do we know that any of that was true?
Right. I don't believe anything he did was true.
Like, how do we know that any of that person's service was a lie, like he said? And how do we know that he somehow stole someone else's records?
Listen, I don't believe anything of Guardians of Valor that he did, that he said he did. I don't believe it at all.
And then everybody was in the comments thanking Pops. So I'm going to continue on here, but everybody's commenting back to him and thanking him.
So he stole somebody's record? That's wild. This is not going to age well. Between him and Kylie?
Yeah, not going to age well.
This is not going to age well. We take stolen valor over here very seriously. We take stolen valor very, very seriously over here. We don't play around with that. Not at all. Stolen valor? Oh, no. You know how many people we've called out for stolen valor?
But how much of it was true and how much of it was not?
Entire platforms on TikTok over stolen valor. See, what some people don't realize is we know people that know people. And they're able to get information quickly. In the blink of an eye, our people are able to get information right away. And when it comes to the stolen valor, we're not going to tolerate it. Now, that being the case, and him stealing somebody's record, you think we're going to sit by and just look the other way? That's not going to happen. So be prepared. When I played the intro song, I was not expecting to hear about stolen valor.
So I guess the really concerning thing about that is if Gov didn't provide any proof that it was a lie or that the records were stolen by that individual, then Homie was pursuing that because he got duped. And unfortunately, We're seeing the same thing again now. Because he's pursuing something and he's gotten duped. He's been given false information, just like when Pops, aka Gov, may have given him false information and then homie pursued it, unfortunately.
I'm gonna send myself some screenshots to Discord.
You know, and this is why we are coming here with proof. We have the videos. We show screenshots. How many of you saw any screenshots of any proof of what he claimed about either me or Scammy? How many of you saw any proof? In the last 2 lives that homie had, how many of you saw any proof of anything that he said?
You know, listen, the bottom line is this with me, okay? He could have reached out and he didn't do it. And
Yeah, we could have easily been able to.
That's
Yeah.
the thing that bothers me the most, okay? Because you know, he put out a lot of false information. I would love to see the receipt from Mrs. Homey that Kool-Aid and I were talking about her. Okay. I'm going to read this message, okay? I'm not going to say who it's from. The only thing I will say is with all the stuff that was going on and hearing about how supposedly Mr. Homey said he was making a file and the whole thing with the video, and I knew what was the engine behind the video, okay, which was you know, the whole problem that Truth had. Okay. So I reached out to one of his mods. And I think this is how he says that I was trying to I'm going to read this verbatim, but I'm not going to put the person's name out that I sent it to because I want to reach out to that person myself. But I said, so homie blocked me. My first reaction was Truth said something, but then I was like, he wouldn't do that without asking me anything. Then I heard he also blocked Scam and threatening her, saying if the video was still posted tomorrow, he was going to make a file on Scam. I said, I know exactly why he did it. I'm not concerned about being blocked at all, to be honest. He looks very foolish, though, because he's talking about posting minors when Truth herself doxed 4 or 5 minor kids, all names during her live, and doxed my minor son. If he had reached out, I could have explained. I'm frustrated. And then this mod reached out. I don't think he actually said he was going to make a file. He said specifically he doesn't want to go back and forth with any awareness people. I think he meant reporting the YT video, but he also didn't disclose where the video was at for anyone else to go look it up. So I don't know exactly. I think kids should be off limits, period, for everyone involved. I was late to the live, so I didn't see it all. And I try and stay out of this stuff in between creators because I like and want to listen to everyone because that's how I learn. We all make mistakes, and I wish we could all just get along and work together, but I know it'll never be like that, unfortunately. And I said, I understand and I appreciate your honesty. That was it. So if that's how I was getting involved in it, by trying to have a conversation behind the scenes and to try to give him some of the background information so he didn't go live again, like he did last night, not hearing all the proof. I prefer to go and try to do as much of this off the app as possible. I've said that from day one. Everything does not need to be put into a live. So this person I messaged said that they don't want to get involved between creators, but unfortunately it sounds like this person did get involved. And it doesn't sound like my message was received at all by Mr. Homie, or if it was, he took it like I was trying to, as he did himself, insert himself into something. I wanted this to be discussed again off the app, and to have a live last night and putting out all that misinformation, putting out the lies about making money off of this app, the lies about screenshots of text messages that were said. I'm sure whoever reached out to Mr. Homie did not let them know that I had text messages from somebody. Did I want to put those out there? No. But when you're going to put out false information, I will defend myself. And again, this all could have been done behind the scenes, you know? I could have sent screenshots to Mr. Homie. I could have had a conversation with him. And this all could have, been handled in a much different way.
Yeah, I mean, is he aware that that Judge Truth's response to that video being posted was her going live and showing a picture of me on the screen for almost 2 hours and was yelling, lying, misrectualizing me, insulting and body shaming me,
And
and
listen,
then held another live after
right.
that and accused me of being a P3DO, which is actually illegal in her state to do.
Listen, and she's done similar things to me and said similar things about me. But
I mean, those are all posted on my YouTube. I mean, he's saying he watched that YouTube video from December 23rd. Did he watch the one from the 26th? And some of the others that I have all posted there? Interesting. Do your research.
Yeah, she did do that. She accused both of us of that. And you know what? As I said, I didn't want to put out information on anybody, on conversations that I've had, because I didn't want to put them on a live, because I don't like to do that. To say that I'm disappointed in this whole thing is an understatement. You want to talk about inserting yourself, Mr. Homie. You inserted yourself into a situation that you didn't need to be a part of. This all could have been handled in probably about 10 minutes, and you would have gotten information from me, which you could have looked up yourself and realized that a lot of the stuff you said last night was wrong. And again, you did this last night for either one or two people. And you didn't even reach out to myself, or you didn't reach out to Scam. But you did block us. So yeah, I am very disappointed.
Too. I had a lot of respect for him and his platform, and I thought that he presented the facts and truth most of the time. I mean, sometimes there's speculation, but we all sometimes, speculate on certain things. So I overlook that kind of stuff, I guess. And but looking back, it just really makes me question a lot.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. He is probably, besides you, scammy clause, of course, when you were doing awareness, I respected him the most probably out of all awareness creators.
Yep.
So it was very, very, very hurtful
Yep.
that he's believing lies about me. And I supported him from pretty much very close to, if not from the beginning of his platform. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. I agree. I agree. There were times where I would be live and homie would go live and I'd say, hey, listen, homie just went live. Let's go over to his. So there it is. Yeah, it is, Tam.
And I have announcements still. Even I guess I should change that, but there are announcements in my Discord of over 500 people for when he goes live, so that everybody in my Discord will receive a notification and can go over and support his live every time he went live.
Yep, me too. Somebody just said here, they hiding something. I said what I said. They be with Nikki and FM and OG. I don't know about that. I mean, you know what? At this freaking point, though, nothing would surprise me on this app. Nothing. Nothing would surprise me anymore on this app. Because homie getting involved in something like this was not on my 2026 bingo card. And that's the thing. I never, Minnie, again, I will not bring up people on this app that, I'm not fond of. Do you know what I mean? I would never come out and say, I got proof I have her in their live saying, I love you. What? There are people that, I mean, there's people on this app that we all don't like, right? But that doesn't mean if you don't like them, you have to come on here and just blast it during a live.
And this is a case in point, because I actually like Homie. I've always liked Homie and his wife. Always. Like I have never said anything but positive things about them. Ever.
Well, there's all people we don't like on here. Okay. It is not necessary to put out who you don't like. It's just not necessary, and I have never been one just to arbitrarily come out and say, oh, I don't like this person because this and this. If there's a reason to do it, like today, where Mrs. Homey said that she has screenshots of Kool-Aid and I talking about her, which again, Kool-Aid and I went through all of our messages and never once did we, I don't even think we ever brought up the homies, period. To put that out there, to say that I'm not doing awareness anymore because now I'm making money off of it, which is a bull-faced lie. Because if he looked at my pages, if he looked at the videos I post, he could go through all of them and see that I post all the money that I make and how much money gets donated. And never has it not been backed up. And listen, I'm going to say the same thing that I say all the time. I'm not saying, I didn't come on today to try to tell people whose lives to go into and whose lives not to go into. I've said that all along. I don't care where people go. I'm not telling people not to go into Mr. Homie's lives. I'm not. Everybody can do what they want. And again, I had his live not happened, then I wouldn't even be talking about this.
And we always say too, take all the information that we're giving you, make your own decision of whatever you want to do. For the video clips that I played, you can find them yourself if you would like. They're all on YouTube. I mean, and again, I'm just like all the other vloggers who repost TikTok videos for everyone. And I don't have to be doing that. I'm not doing it for money. Again, I maybe get off of the ad revenue. It's not coming out of anybody's pocket. Just got to watch an ad every now and then. Give like 30 seconds of your time. And for posting probably, I post so many hours of videos every day. I don't even know how many hours. I don't even know how many videos, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I do it probably at least 10 hours a day, most days.
But again, listen, and you don't even have to defend yourself, because I know how much those apps cost every month to be able to capture the scammers and the beggars, and you post their videos on there, and we all use those videos to replay during lives.
And I have four of those programs. Four of those programs. And it's times 4 just to be able to monitor all the different usernames, because the beggars and scammers are constantly changing their usernames and having multiple accounts and all of that. So I have 4 programs to monitor them all.
Yep. So, and I've got to wrap things up here because I have to go pick up my son and bring him to baseball practice. So, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt at a lot of people. Again, I wish this could have been a conversation, behind the scenes. And, if after a conversation behind the scenes, he said, well, you know what? I'm still going to go live about this, I would have been like, well, listen, do what you want. But the fact that before he put any of that stuff out last night, he did not reach out, to me is just, it's crazy. And it's disappointing.
Can I give one last suggestion? If you, do appreciate mine or anybody else's restream content on YouTube, not just me, but anybody that you watch restreams, make sure you're subscribed, give some likes, add some comments in there, because we do really, really appreciate all of that support on YouTube. So it doesn't cost you anything.
That helps, right? And that helps pay for the apps that you guys have to pay every month.
Yep, and it helps to push those videos out to people who are not already in the awareness community or subscribed. It helps to push it out to just regular people that are scrolling through YouTube and stuff like that. So, and maybe, you know, become aware of some of these things that are going on with these beggars and scammers. So it doesn't cost you anything. I appreciate, and again, not just me, anybody that you enjoy doing these restreams on YouTube, please subscribe, like the videos, add a comment in here or there. Thank them for all their hard work, because it isn't easy to keep up with. And I'm constantly trying to play catch up because there's so much to cover every day.
Yep. Okie doke. I got to roll off here, guys. Thank you very much, mods, for taking care of things. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. If anybody has any questions, you can reach out to me. My email is posted in my bio, or you can DM me on here. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
Well, it's good to see their side in, yeah. Anyways, I am gonna go and make supper. And Care Bear, you got big hugs from me, and I'm pretty sure from everybody. I gotta go, and thank you all for coming. And yeah, big hugs, prayers, everything. I'll talk to you guys later when Gabby comes on, or Danny, one of those two. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for coming.